Welcome to week 5 of my devlog. This week's tasks included gathering art references, attending meetings, and making props for the game. My first task for the week was to create a 3D model of a fume hood. So I started with making a pure ref document of some real life reference images. This would help me get an idea on what kind of shape I needed to make, as well as what sort of materials I would be using for the fume hood. After this, it was to Maya, where I would create the 3D model. Using the FBX guide reference from the download files, I made a fume hood based off that shape, as well as following the reference images that I had. In the images, though, they have glass panels on the fume hood, so I wanted to incorporate that into this model as well. So this model has two materials attached to it, the base material, and this will be a glass material which I'll set up in Substance, which I'll show next. Once I was happy with the model, I created a UV map. I tried to focus on the areas which the players would see and be close to, and those areas are bigger on the UV map, meaning those areas will have more detail for the texture, which I'll show now in Substance. I also made a low poly Bunsen burner for a prop to go inside the fume hood, as well as to be used elsewhere. So here is the fully textured model in Substance Painter. I've used metals and glass materials here, as well as changing height maps in areas to add grill effects, and I've also added some stickers for detail. Once I was happy with the look of the fume hood, I exported the textures as well as the model and added them to the Unity project file. Next, we had our weekly meeting. This meeting was a review of the current art assets made, as well as what people will be working on next. And it was also discussed about the current workflow and what changes will be made. So my next task was to create a gun case for the gun. So as always, I started with a pure F doc, trying to go for a sci-fi sort of feel and look to the gun case, as well as add a lock mechanic. Then once in Maya, I created the model, made a basic animation for the gun case to open, and add two materials so I could create a emissive section to the model. A UV map was made, again thinking about where the player would be in regards to how detailed the UV would be in areas, then exported into Substance. In Substance, I've used metal materials as well as an emissive material to give the red-blue effects on the side of the case. And due to the timing of the devlog, this has not been uploaded to the Unity project file yet, but it will be done in time for the next game build. So it's been a good week for the artist. The models being made have been done at a quick turnaround and a good quality, but our naming convention and the UVs produced aren't always the best. So I hope as a group we can get better at this. Thank you for watching.